How's it going, guys? Ooh, that was rough because I haven't spoken in a few hours. How's it going, guys? This is Rogue Legacy 2, brand new game coming out tomorrow, sequel to the 7-year-old Rogue Legacy, which some people say is the first ever Roguelite, which is pretty cool. I tried to do this video, like a pre-recorded thing earlier. The footage came out super choppy. I don't really know what happened there. But it was basically unwatchable, and so we're just starting over. So sorry for anyone who watched that original video. I didn't do that well anyways. The time has passed, and they have not returned. The estuaries have decayed. The kingdom demands deliverance. Sign the contract, and your children shall succeed you. So it is a run-based game. You do die, and you kind of start over. There's some mini forms of progression that we'll start to see unfold. They've even kind of tweaked it a little bit from the original, on top of completely redoing the art. Once you cast off, there is no turning back. It's the same style, like the character models really look the same, but it's like not pixel art anymore. It looks 2D, like completely looks like 2D hand animated art. There's some really cool behind the scenes things that they put together like on their Twitter page that show that it's actually like this faked 3D, which is really interesting. Hopefully I do better this time around. People are gonna have to let me know audio balances, and I'm trying to keep an eye. Turn voice volume up. I could turn voice up, yes. I just don't want that to start clipping or anything. So there's voice volume up. Hopefully that's a better balance. Oh no, I disabled the controller by doing that. There we go. We've managed to cross the waters undiscovered. A few guards patrolled the west walls, but we were able to remove without raising a signal. At sundown, we'll start ascending the wall. Provisions should be waiting for us at the top. Signed, J. I don't think we even know who Jay is. This is just like our simple tutorial section. This is more or less, I mean, it gives you a sense of the combat and everything, but it's not totally reflective of the main game. We've bunkered in here for the past few days as Z and her spies prep the west wall. Also don't know who Z is. Z depends where you're from. We've rigged the trapdoors ahead so that we can open them from below. Oh no. The game just froze. That's not good. There we go. Tonight we make our move. There are heavier patrols ahead, but with all the fighting at the bridge, there should be no time for reinforcements. It might not have froze. I might just not have realized there was another page there and I was trying to move on too quickly. Too speedy. I'm kind of like burning through this section since I've already done it once. You can do this cool spin move and jump kick downwards to bounce off of things. These little lanterns. I feel like that's neat. It's smooth. It's like responsive. It feels really good actually. The diving bell cables we needed to pass the interior ramparts were waiting for us just like Z promised. But our scouts underestimated how much we'd need. We're short a few hundred feet. Looks like we'll have to get creative with this one, which I'm curious where precisely they would have tried to lower themselves. Or maybe this little fast travel thing is where and how they got creative. That could be a solid explanation. There's this cool aerial recovery thing that they introduced in this one now, that when you take damage, then you flash for a few seconds and you have a chance to jump again. So that's pretty neat. I seem to be like accidentally triggering things, bumping things, and then it switches from gamepad to keyboard. I'm just trying to make sure it's like reliably keyboard. That's what I want. Hopefully that doesn't become too recurring of a problem. No, it's the gamepad's pretty bunk right now. I do have other gamepads if this keeps disconnecting. The aerial recovery thing is neat. It's a funny idea to make you take damage, to like teach you to use that mechanic to ensure that people don't blow past that section without properly learning what they need to do. Looks like I've underestimated Z and her charisma again, Below me, I can see the heads of all the misfits that have joined our ranks. When did so many rebels join? From here, it seems like an endless sea. This was supposed to be a suicide mission, meant only for a few. She's unknowingly rallied these souls to a lost cause, and my mistakes keep growing. I see Josh A is saying damage boosting is a mechanic now. Is that like an exploit almost from the original game? They made it into more of like an actual mechanic. This is it, the end of the line. Below us, there's a trick door, which can only be opened with magic. So this is it. Tonight we live and die with the sins I've committed. So you can bash things, bash up the mannequin, charge up your mana in the top left there. You have a shield, this quick little shield that just kind of like forms. It looks like it kind of just like is created as you use it. And you can see some cracks in the walls there. You can blast with your magic. When you play as different classes and like do your separate runs, you end up with slightly different skills. Right now, I got these pretty simple ones. The game lets you do that down A to do the kick, or just simply the left bumper, and I tend to prefer that. It's hard, but I kind of been playing around with both. I've been switching back and forth as I've been playing. You guys can probably see the mouse pop up on screen every time the gamepad disconnects. I'm just going to grab a different gamepad because that's endlessly annoying. The woes of being live. I can't just cut that out. Gotta be fast about it so it's not like 3 minutes of just dead air while I go run and grab a controller. So hopefully this one lasts and we can just focus on this. Ooh, a big sack of coins there. That's nice. I don't think I've ever found a 100 coin thing before. I feel rich. So now is actually our first proper run. It's all just about running around, collecting as much gold as you can. That's truly the main thing, is to try and focus on getting the gold. I'm falling behind. Wow. Okay, that was so lucky. It must be really perfectly paced to not have that happen. Yeah, we could try and work together to like group vote on which new characters I play as. I imagine the delay, my internet's not great, so I imagine the delay is quite strong, and it might take a while. It'll be good to know that turkey is there to come back to. Oh, come on, I wasn't expecting that. I didn't know it was just going to drop me into spikes like that. But yeah, that sounds like a fun idea. It just might be a little slow going, waiting on the feedback of the choices becoming available versus everyone having a chance to vote, but we can play around with that. A chest in the first room. I may have missed a chest. I totally did. It's totally worth going back for. The number one mechanic in this game, which is the traits, is like not relevant currently. So I'll explain it when it comes up. But for now, it's not really a consideration we have to worry about. Come on, little orbs. They're so slow moving. What is even the point of all that? Well, that was just unnecessary. And now I'm taking that extra damage. That's annoying. Why did I bother looping back through all that? Consume, recover 75 health and 200 mana. The nectar to reinvigorate both body and mind. Or you can take damage, which would literally kill me, to increase your max health, which is pretty cool. Please, Joanne, please don't spam things. You can say it like once. You can hit those root spikes away, not normal ones. So like when the root looking spikes, you can ground pound them or whatever, like do this thing. That's good to know. But no need to say it like 30 times. I know I'm probably not seeing every single thing that people are entering in the chat. I apologize, it's a lot to keep track of. I'll suppleted. which that's the worst pronunciation of that I could have possibly attempted. If you want to take it on to organize the straw polls, I would be super grateful. That might be easiest. I wonder if that would be the best way to go about it. Shit. I guess I shouldn't have tried to sneak through at the same time as opening it up. Do you know what? I think I want to try and go back for that turkey that I know is left behind here somewhere. I feel like that'll be the best bet. Well, I generally do like the idea of... Oh, okay, I'm lucky. It doesn't let you jump exiting that, and it didn't kill me. Wait. Oh no. The roast turkey's not still there anymore. Crap, I really thought that would, like, persist and that I'd be able to come back for that. I probably won't be able to do votes on simple things like the apples and stuff, just for the sake of keeping the game flowing. You know, that's a concern there. Oh god, I wasn't expecting so many enemies and things. Shit. No. I should have opened the chest to at least get that gold. But I wasn't expecting it to be so out of control down there. So here's the first time that we're actually going to have to put things to a vote. We have the traits for the first time as well. So this time, the first time here, all we have is the 3 different knights. We haven't unlocked more. A cool thing to look back at is that you can see the legacy of having played this game. And so we just played as Lady Alex, but there was already a Sir Lee, who I'm pretty sure he was like from the original game. So that's like a funny thing carrying forward. Let's take a quick look at these. Sir Kenny, he has a great sword, a shield, same as we just had. Shockwave, bounces off walls. And now we're not going to know what the different traits are until you actually play as the character. But these are going to be the things that really make or break a run. And certain traits have a higher likelihood to carry forward from further generations. So if I play as Sir Kenny, when Sir Kenny dies, it's more likely to have these additional things coming up. Like the antiquarian might get passed on. I don't want this one, because osteogenesis imperfecta is something I had earlier when I played, and it makes you really strong, like 200% damage, I think, but 1 health. Glass tank, but like the most fragile glass that there is. This one, shield searing shot, which I don't think I've used that one before. Chronic fatigue syndrome. So every so often, you might just like, I don't know, stop having control of your character. Or there's Sir Ryan, who has no negative effects currently. Magic 8 Ball. This particular one, just for the sake of trying to progress and move things along, I'm just going to pick Ryan. It's simple, I guess. The Universal Health Stare. Socialism at its worst. Traits now have gold modifiers. So I get to carry forward the gold I had from doing a run. This one only costs 50. It's like a tenth of what I have. You have to buy it to unlock more of the tree anyways. Healthcare unlocked. Welcome to the future. Your kingdom has decided to tax the rich to care for the poor. A contentious decision for sure, but let's see how it pans out. Certain traits now have gold bonuses. So I would probably have to go back and look. Now's not the time, but I also picked a character that doesn't have traits, but sometimes they improve or harm your ability to collect gold. This would make that more effective, but it costs way more than I can afford. But I can unlock the archery, which is part of why it didn't really matter who I picked for that first character, because no matter what, I was going to overwrite them with this anyways. Before the invention of the archery range, most people practiced by firing arrows at their neighbors. Unlocks the ranger class. Bows for foes. Rain down the pain and fletch foes from afar with an assortment of arrows. Rangers can take a lot of hits, can't, but they don't have to when they're shooting enemies from a million miles away. So, hey, thank you for answering the questions. I did start over, yeah, back from square one here. This, I'm going to say yes to switching classes, and so picking that first character didn't matter. because I was just always going to be the archer instead. The foundation adds the blacksmith, the enchantress, health first probably, a place to congregate, converse, and sometimes even consummate. Improves vitality and raises the max HP. The gamepad's all tangled in cords. There we go. So, I want better HP. I'm even going to invest in that twice. Maybe 3 times? Instead, I'll do the offshore bank account. Create loopholes and save on Crohn's taxes. So I'm gonna invest in that one. We can explain it a bit better. It'll come up in like a minute. Before being transmogrified, the living safe hid money for the rich to keep from the poor. Now that he's on your side, he doesn't seem so bad. A percentage of the gold you normally give to Quran is held by the living safe instead. It keeps opening up further branches. I could actually do bonus armor. Armor absorbs a percentage of incoming damage before eventually shattering. Face the heat and test your metal by melting metals to make better metals. Do you know what? I'm going to invest in that one first. But one thing I should show. The Academy right now costs 100. If I invest in this, it didn't affect that one. That one might be a locked-in price. That's a terrible example. But usually these are levels. So right now this costs 160. But if I go and upgrade 10 more things and come back to it, it will have risen in price. There's like inflation in this game. So yeah, I think I tried to invest as much as I could in all the things that are relevant to staying alive. Here's a joke that I like. The Lady Quinn instead of the mannequin. I guess it would still be Ladykin. The English language is weird sometimes. So I didn't unlock all the extra stuff. There would be a blacksmith, enchantress. I wouldn't have had the money to take advantage of that anyways. So when you go to get on the boat to be taken to the dungeons or whatever it is we're exploring, I have 50 gold left. The cost of doing so, one must pay the fee. He normally takes 100% of your gold. Because I invested in that safe, I keep 10%, which isn't much. You can upgrade that eventually, and then you can carry forward some gold and have some long-term investing. The archer is pretty fun to play as. It's hard because you can't attack quickly. If you let anything get too close to you, it's very difficult to defend yourself, I've found. They just kind of... It makes sense. Close quarters combat, not helpful. Alright. Walked in that room, there was immediately that trap. Wow. I was hoping he couldn't swing downwards. There, at least I can hide down at the bottom and kind of spam. I didn't look very closely. Oh, that one creates a platform for the archer to stand on in case I want to get like high better angles on people. I'm trying to get that knife because that's really annoying. I should probably try and shoot the other range thing before worrying about the knight. Spamming shooting is not very easy because you have to aim every individual shot. Breaking all the lights is super useful. They usually hold gold for you. Oh, little eye out of sight. Oh, nailed it. Didn't even need to see it. It needed to see because it's a giant eye. It's like it's one thing that it's got going for it. I feel like I'm more cautious this time around. My initial recording, not at all. Barely even a little bit. And that really is not the way to play this game. Not yet, at least. Not until I've had a chance to like earn some gold and upgrade my character a little bit more. Damn, I shot the eye. Still took some damage in the process. Ooh, yeah. Archer doesn't have a lot of health. Spamming is just never really a good joke. It's annoying for literally everyone. No bans on it right now, but moving forward, it's not a good joke. Come on, little archer. I feel like being that skeleton, we're in a pretty major showdown there. Who could more effectively attack from a distance without having to get too risky with it. I don't know. Oh, nice. Finding the big bags is really helpful. I hope I haven't missed any, like, secret rooms. I've been trying to keep an eye out, but I'm kind of also just flying through things. There's a real chance I missed some of it. This is just a teleportation. Like, I think I could, yeah, I could head back to the other portal. Back to the start if I wanted or needed to. I'm going to carry on with this. Consume. I would die if I ate the other one. Did not have the health for it. Well, shit. Jump out of the way. Alright, knife. Cut blade. That's how you want to play it. Oh, do I technically hit both? Well, I like this. I like these sort of tiered rooms where I can just hang out below things and spam them. But I think your shot arrow, like, technically passes through everything. Like, I think it was hitting every enemy. It's bad aim by the eye, which is lucky for me. Because I was standing right there, just ready to take it. This seems very fast moving. Fairy chest, don't get hit. Oh, I have not seen this before. Did not know it was a thing, and that's that. Crap. Well, there was probably a chest at the bottom side of all of that if I would have lived, or not taken any damage, more accurately, then I would have got like a super special bonus. So I just do have to take damage to collect that chest? That sounds like the sort of risky move that people can make when they're not constantly trying to not die. I don't have that luxury. Not stable enough, not skilled enough. Oh, shit. Stupid eyeball. It's like, because... Oh, that's it. Because using your bow locks you into place, it's almost worth it to wait. I like showing precisely where you killed every enemy and the path you took and everything. It's almost worth it to wait a second to see if anything has projectiles to shoot at you. Because then all of a sudden I'm just locked into place and just get wrecked. I'm going to unlock a class again. So maybe voting isn't going to matter very much here. I'm not going to worry about it. There, in the chronic fatigue syndrome, we can see the gold modifier that I had unlocked with the healthcare. IIB muscle fibers. I don't think I want to be an archer again right away. We'll see how chronic fatigue works. We'll go with that one. And I do want the barbarian. They say eating vegetables makes you weak. They also have scurvy, so what do they know? It only costs 100. It's not very expensive, actually. Welcome to Spin City. Don't let their bulky bodies and low IQ fool you. Barbarians are one of the most agile warriors in the kingdom. Armed with a powerful axe, barbarians are a whirling wheel of death and more death. So I'll switch to that class. I'll immediately take that. And the arsenal, it's like a gym, but with weapons instead of weights. Improves strength and raises weapon damage, which I want to just like hammer out damage. Here's where this starts to become more important. Apparently it wasn't even like active yet, but I already kind of described it. Building castles is tough. Labor costs rise with each upgrade, making each purchase slightly more expensive. Consider how you spend your money, but don't worry too much. Inflation can be easily overcome. The further in the dungeon you make, hundreds of gold is available like quite readily. So yeah, don't have to worry about it too much. I can't afford more strength. I could afford more health, not more armor. I might not be able to start finding blueprints until I unlock the blacksmith, and that's quite important long term, so it's probably best to invest in that. A good home needs a good foundation. The smithery is open. With the blacksmith lacks in creativity, he makes up for in age. It's good to acknowledge that our elders might have something to share, that it's not always a burden. gather blueprints for him, and he'll strain his tired bones to the limit in order to craft you the most exquisite armaments you have ever seen. They talk about having tired bones. This guy's clearly more ripped than any of these heroes are. He's massive. He's a beast. Chronic fatigue. All spells and talents have a cooldown. Does that include... that includes just the regular axe swing. Well, that seems borderline impossible. The cooldown is so long. It's like that is a lot of time to wait. Thanks for helping me build my black shop, kid. I ain't got a lot to my name, but I promise you your investment into here blacksmithery will pay off black wisely. Does that even make sense? No, I don't think so. I can't make much right now because I don't have any blueprints, but if you and me work together, boy, we can start making some unimaginable things. And I mean that literally. Gots me some of that aphantasia. Can't see no pictures up in the noggin. That's why I need those blueprints. The aphantasia is probably a trait we could eventually unlock, I imagine. So here's the deal. You get me blueprints, and I'll charge you money to make them. It's a win-win. I win because I get free blueprints. Then I win again because I get a customer. And then I win because I get a friend. Now let's stop dilly-dallying and let me show you what I've got in the black book, black back of this black shop. So I have nothing for weapons, armor, capes, trinkets, leather helmet. It costs 175. It's actually pretty expensive. So yeah, can't afford that. You can see my 5 gold left over. Now I can contribute 2 more to it, which is like just nothing. I don't even really know how to access it. It must be added to my pool while I'm in town spending. Luckily, it doesn't unlock and come with me, so I can't, like, whittle away at it and lose it. Oh, no. Like, I have to use my spell just to open that door, and now I have to wait that out? Well, this does not bode well for the old barbarian. I'll have to... Well, I'm trying to use the skills to offset that. It's incredibly difficult. That's such a long wait. I'm screwed, and this just is probably not going to go well. And I really hope that the next generation of this character doesn't carry that skill along. I'll try and milk as much gold out of this run as I can, but I truly don't even care if this run goes well, because everything about it is working against me. Come on. Gotta wait so long for that. Oh, that does not have much range. That's a brutal one. This character is gonna be so slow and so pathetic. And yeah, I'm not even gonna like earn a lot of coins because I'm not even gonna bash blocks and things along the way. I'm basically screwed. Trying to fire my way through. God, the wall got in the way. Those damn walls. Well, kind of worked. I'm still making off with a little bit of gold. Maybe this won't be totally hopeless. Yes, I say that. And then I'm completely unable to do anything. That's one of the more harmful... Not even mad. Yeah, it's from the trait. Yeah, it's not the barbarian. But it's like... That just makes that so difficult to do anything. I would love to play as a barbarian again. This one's charismatic. Things cost less. Is probably with that little money down. Hollow bones. Maybe he gets hurt when he jumps. We'll do the barbarian again in a version where you can actually do it. I don't need to worry about carrying more equipment yet, since I'm like not buying any equipment. Can't afford that. Oh, it lets me know that there's items I can afford by the docks, which is good. I wouldn't exit the screen thinking that like, oh, I couldn't have afforded anything. I won't do the wizard just yet. I'll hang on to all that stuff. 15% gold discount from the shopkeeps, which maybe it was charismatic that was just letting me know about the affordable items, but I think it was more just letting me know, hey, you can afford things. Vitality up. Oh, I only have to buy that once? And now it's just a matter of equipping it. Oh, that's good. I thought I had to buy that every single time I wanted it. I thought the price point didn't scale well. They are cheaters, stabbing me through the door like that. But at the same time, not too cut up about it, because that insanely long cooldown was not good. Made it pretty well non-doable. I certainly had no interest in trying to challenge myself more than that. Oh, there's like a smoke ring that shows me precisely where this swinging thing ends up. So it's actually a lot easier to predict. You don't even have to predict. So even when it's out of screen, you know where it's going to be and where it's coming. Didn't notice that initially. That's very helpful. Oh, crap. It's nice because I can one-shot those guys, but you just have to actually hit them for that to be useful. I'm trying to I was trying to downward swing into that. Didn't go well. Shit. I don't know if those come back. The spikes. I'm quite fearful that they do. It looks like they do. There's like remnants of them down there. That was a tough little stretch for me. No. Alright. Too much risk. Too risky. Gotta play at a distance here. Like, shoot one of these. Apply some burn. Bah! Close call. Oh god, was not prepared for another one to just be right there either. Oh, applying the burn is really helpful. I really like that. Oh, there's more of them. Nice. Nice. Son of a bitch, are you kidding me? How is there just more of them? Never ends. Oh, man, I thought I would have frozen it long enough that I could have easily finished it off there. So hesitant, so scared that there will be yet another one. Don't get hit. Well, that's just not happening in that room. I realize I'm at so low health that maybe now would be the best time to attempt something like that. Oh, I'm so glad I was in the middle of spinny mode. I would really love for one of these lights to drop a turkey for me. Oh, I don't have the know-how of what my like jump limit is to make that across. Like, how do I do a jump that small? Do you have to... I gotta go to a different room to experiment. This room's too risky. I guess I would have to clear this room first, so maybe I'm not making it that much less risky for myself. But I need to know if this game is one that has that platforming mechanic of once you've stepped off a ledge, a half inch, it like cut it... That's not good. I knew I was kind of risking that. But I feel like, hey, don't worry about the lurking. Like if you step half an inch off and then still get to jump, because I didn't know how to do that without... You need a skill to make that jump. You eventually get a dash. That makes a big difference. All right, here's the first poll. We're doing a poll on this one now. Archer with nearsightedness, the knight with histrionic, and Sir Kenny with no traits, or the wizard. I think I have enough to afford the wizard. I'm not entirely sure about that. But these are our options. Archer, knight, barbarian, wizard. So I'm probably going to have to let that play out for a second I can just clear away some notifications on my phone. But it's gonna, like, I imagine the delay in the stream is quite long, and that's why I'm not that keen on running the polls too often. Oh, we got some votes coming in now. Archer. I was curious about trying to literally bring up a poll. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Thank you so much for doing that. I feel like that probably is the best way around it. The barbarian's overwritten. Wait. The knight, the archer. There's only 3 options in the poll. That's fine. Let's take a look at the results here. The wizard is winning out right now. I'll give it another second. People are saying archer now. But it kind of... we accidentally only have 3 of the 4 options. That's fine. It's tied between the archer and the wizard. What was that? Oh, no, didn't mean to click. The nearsightedness. That could be funny. Could be funny to, like, mess around with. Maybe. I'll do one more refresh on that poll. The archer. It seems like the archer is getting the overall most votes, so I'm just going to go ahead with that. You can worry about investing in, like, health and things. Yeah, that was my bad explaining it poorly. My idea with the 3 options was to pick one of those 3 or the wizard, since I didn't have the wizard unlocked yet. But it works out. Definitely strength up. More health. That just comes up so often. And, I mean, that's going to be all I can invest in. Nearsighted, everything far away is blurry. Honestly, it gives me more to go off of than I thought it would. I kind of had this idea. Well, that's how you use the platform. And that's the beam. It costs a lot of mana, but it's really good, apparently. So you can see I still have the leather helm. That carried forward. You can play with the mouse for the archer, which, like, it seems like that would be really smooth and really helpful, but at the same time then I would have to relearn all the other controls, and so there's like a cost benefit analysis to be done there. I feel like I'll just stick with the gamepad, even if it is tough to be accurate with. This, I'm pretty sure I, in real life, am nearsighted. I always get it wrong. I always get confused between near and farsighted. Definitely have some nearsightedness. Luckily, I've seen quite a few of the enemy types at this point, so it's less crucial that I see what's going on in front of me, but I could see this being pretty detrimental. It messes with my brain in a weird way, where it makes me feel like I need to, like, rub my eyes. That, like, I'm not seeing things properly. Yeah, you stay away. The more far away you are, the more spaced out his shots are, and the easier it is to avoid overall. This is gonna be a money run. It's gonna be great. The fact that we can't see, totally unimportant. Didn't need to see that plonky to not get hit by it. Ooh, the silver chests have blueprints. A beautiful piece of weathered leather, the leather weapon, which, like, I guess it's really funny playing on the idea that, like, the initial armor that you normally find, and which we did activate and find, is... Where'd that thing go? It's alive, right? There we go. Is, like, pretty well always a leather shield, leather hat, leather armor. So making it a leather weapon is funny, even if it's, like, that would be dog shit. Jay, the rumors are true. The golden gates are real, and I found them. The gates will only open when all the estuaries have gathered together. So those are, like, the golden gates in that first room. I know it sounds crazy, but I have a plan to save everyone. But I can't do it myself. I need your help and some people I can trust. Insight discovered. The return. Which, looking at the insight, it doesn't really tell us a lot about anything. It's like a cool painting. Tells us where we found it. Have not resolved it. But they mention finding cool people to help with it. So it makes me wonder if there's going to be like other adventurers and things that I can find. Whether or not I like unlock them or anything like that. I almost walked straight into that bone. Okay. Try to be cautious. Try to be safe. Mostly paying off. The sword guard is a non-issue. Non-concern. I don't really like the big flying things. I figured, hey, why not? Max mana. Might as well get some of that out of my system. It looks like it actually recovers some of your mana to kill something with a spell still. So that's good to keep in mind, that if you actually are careful with it and use it in important spots, then you can like get a lot out of that. And that you could potentially chain some of your skills together a little bit more easily. Come on, just a little bit further up. There we go. What's your whole deal? Aesop of the Tome. Tome? Boy, oh, I always get that wrong. Boy, oh boy, look what we have here. Looks like another spirit's come to roost. You're seeking my power too, right? Well, let me tell you something, kiddo. I see all. Beyond lies, beyond ego, beyond time, I see the apex of emotions where truth is laid bare. And you know what I see when I look at you? I see a scared little kiddo with snot coming out of your nose and poop coming out of your butt. Like when a kid has a runny nose, that's one thing that's gross. It's a little snotty, wipe it up with a Kleenex. If you got a poopy butt, it's just dripping nonstop. It's the grossest visual of all time. You're not just going to be walking around wiping that up. Kiddo, you're ugly on the outside and on the... Interesting. How many people you got in there, kiddo? Because you ain't no normal soul, that's for sure. Ooh, I got like all my ancestors in there. Hey, thanks for the sub. Well, I don't know what game you're playing, but I won't stop you from taking my challenge. Joining you looks like it could be fun. A word of advice, kiddo. I have the power of empathy. Use it well to pass the trials. Listen to those who have fallen before you. Learn from the failures of others, and maybe, just maybe, you'll have a chance. Enter the heirloom. You will regain all HP and mana. Insight discovered. Inner demons. Well, I do want to take a quick glance at that, but I do not know what any of this is about. Complete Aesop's challenge. Prove your worth to Aesop and gain his power of empathy. I'm a little nervous. I have no idea of what's coming here. There's a little bit of that step off platform thing, but kind of not really. Oh, I don't like this. There's no way for me to see what's below. Oh god. Okay. Attune to memory fragments to hear subconscious thoughts. Demetrius. Lost again. Every path I've taken has been wrong. Alright, Demetrius, calm down. Remember the morals that your elders taught you. He who gives you two choices hides a third. So these would be the two. I can just drop down below. I'm a genius. That wasn't that much to read into, but I still feel a little satisfied for figuring it out. Barbarous. Been down here for hours. Not sure what to do. Obstacles are just hidden opportunities. What did the elders mean? Could I use these spinning chains to my advantage? I'm too scared to try it out. That's gotta be like the aerial recovery thing. Oh. So I feel like if maybe not this one. I don't think I can get hit by that one. But now I don't even see how. Oh, I could totally collide with it. I think getting the timing of it could be a little tricky. Aerial recovery. Oh my god, don't want to botch it. Don't want to waste it. Limited health pool. Oh, it's so tense. I hope in between the different segments of this challenge, I would have the opportunity to, like, recover health, because this is stressing me right out. No. No, it did too much damage. I don't know how I could have done it. I still had a long ways to climb there. That did more damage than I realized. I should have been looking more carefully at that. Shit. The archer doesn't have, like, a spin like the barbarian does. Like, maybe that would have been the way to go. Well, crap. Hypergonadism. Vegan. I'm going to go with the knight. And get vegan for the extra gold. Oh, the spin jump. I see what you mean by the spin jump. When you guys said spin jump, I was picturing, like, the thing the barbarian does. No, that little, like, downward spin kick thing. Well, that's disappointing. But now I absolutely see what you mean and would do that next time. We're going to do the wizard, the mage. To cast a spell, one must learn how to word it up. Unlocks the mage class. Beards are mandatory. Masters of magic, mages have tapped into the primal elements that govern this world. But all that studying has its side effects. Firstly, one must always tote the sickest of beards, and that's it. No more side effects. It's the one thing. Increase health gain from meat. Don't think that would matter, since I chose the vegan character. Extra armor would probably be good. I can't afford health. I can afford extra damage. I think I'm down for extra damage. So the wizard, when you swing, like, his staff swings like it would a sword, and you have that little targeting thing for the extra little explosion. And vegan, his traits, meat is murder. It's literally trying to kill you. Eating food hurts you. Ah, crap. I thought it would be something as simple as, like, a little visual adjustment where when you find turkeys, roast turkey, they would be cabbage. Damn. Because sometimes you accidentally just knock meat out of a lantern. You know? Now I gotta be, like, worried about that? Seems tricky. Wait, I just thought of something here. Gotta look at my character. I am Lady Susie with that big beard. Regardless. Oh, see, I think that turkey just fell out of that and hurt me. That sucks. I'm gonna die because of that. I'm gonna die for a lot of reasons. But that's the current one. That's the one I'm recently worried about. See, it just happened again. That's bad. I've never found two turkeys that close together, ever. And now, of course, it's happening while I'm playing vegan. It makes me wonder if it actually is intentionally, like, the game is having them show up more often because now it's like a hazard. It's like a risk. Something you have to worry about. Part of me doesn't even want to fight that thing. Just leave it. Just leave it in that room. Don't even attempt. But wasn't that tricky? Oh no. Wasn't prepared for that. I was just immediately worried because I thought, well, this big brute is going to mess me up for sure. It was more dramatic than I was expecting. Muscle fibers. The regular night panic attacks. I think I just want to do a regular night run. There's so much of a delay with the vote. It's a fun idea. Maybe someday when I have better internet, you know? For now, just try and keep things moving. I don't think I can afford any of those. Nothing. The leather weapon costs $225, so I can't even do that. Well, on we go. Oh, I totally spent some of that cash. Probably at the Blacksmith. Blacksmith. Excuse me. Choking on my own saliva. Now and again, you just end up with a trait that's just very detrimental to a run. I was just never going to live well in that one. Oh, I got to sneak all the way around there to the far side to get that chest. Oh, sometimes the... Oh, yeah. I can totally hit some of these enemies. I can't hit the skeleton, it seems. But anything I could cheese, I'm going to do it. Especially in such a narrow area like that. Like, there's so much to have to worry about dodging. If I can just run in there and do some of that, I'm going to take it. Well, I didn't realize that did damage, actually. It's somewhat useful for blocking projectiles, I guess. That's actually, if used right, which has not been my forte, the way you can use it to, like, approach an enemy like that that's throwing bones at you is pretty handy. Not the right way. Secret wall. Oh, good call, good call. Hopefully that works. Nice. Ah, so that's what I had to do. This looks dangerous. So it's not about... It was never about going around the other way like I thought. Good job, all, on the teamwork of that one. That should have come to mind, but that's like literally the first time I've seen... I want to say seen, but probably just the first time I found a trick wall since the tutorial thing, so it's not something I've been actively looking for. I should probably be keeping a better eye out for it. So that's where we're going to find all sorts of cool, fun things. Yeah, I'm sorry. The response time on the chat is real weak. I try to peek now and again, but I tend to miss things. The black roots keep growing. They're everywhere now. The guards continuously cut them down, but they keep growing back. I swear the land is reacting to our pain. The more people we lose, the thicker the black roots seem to grow. Sorry, I've been missing our meetings at the Golden Gates. The estuaries demand the impossible. They raised our work hours and they tax us incessantly. Yet when people complain, they're arrested. So many friends have gone, Jay. You have no idea what it's like over here. The kingdom has become a powder keg, just waiting to explode, and it's our job to right it. This is a once-in-a-lifetime Jay. This is a once-in-a-lifetime Jay. We can do something. We can save everyone. There, boy, oh no, I shouldn't have broken those. I just realized after the fact that, like, the map was marked with an arcane chamber thing, which, what? It looks like there's just a chest there. What am I missing? There's, like, I thought there was a light coming from over there. Oh. Okay, the fact that it worked once, promising. Try and do that again without breaking anything. But it's tough because it's right at the limit. Oh, God. Good. Didn't want to miss out on that. Just try to carefully break everything, just in case there's something important reason to, like, break every one of these. Maybe that's a thing. What else? What else could there be? Arcane chamber. Oh, there's a secret at hand. Collected the chest, which is nice. I'll take the money. It's always good. But there's got to be a reason to come back there. Perhaps a key or like a lever somewhere else in the game that I need to like go take care of first. So I'm pretty curious what that might be. It's got me all hammed up. So excited. Ooh, I don't like this enemy. They're very strong. If I just run in there and spam, that works pretty well. I just gotta be the tiniest bit faster than them. Good thing I upgraded damage and things. Makes that a heck of a lot easier. Oh, I can't believe I didn't get hit either of those times there. Jumping around randomly like an idiot paid off. so much better than it should have, really. Oh, that was just dumb. I was just trying to explore. I was trying to see if there was anything else going on in that room. I think it's just a big empty room. I'm hesitant to jump. I don't think it's anything. I'm just bailing. I'm leaving. The fairy chest. This one's defeat all enemies. Well, I'm not a fan of how things are going in here so far. Oh, I wasn't prepared for that. That sucks. I'm trying to go at it a little bit cautiously here. I got this McRib, which is really funny, and I can't believe that's not like a copyright issue. Oh God. Things coming from down below and above and all over the place. I'm abandoning those knights for a second so I can focus on other enemies. Oh God. Okay. Go for it. Yes. Yes. Damn it. Damn. Okay, these guys attacking from down below are for sure going to be what kills me, right? I could try, like, that's not gonna hurt anyone. Shit. Alright, man. I'm going for you first. I don't know, I'm changing strategies here. Because I know this is gonna be devastating. So close. A decent amount of gold. Decent run overall. I didn't really like the barbarian. Yeah, Alt F4 and 911 jokes aren't funny. I think it's timeout worthy. It's kind of spammy. It's not funny. It's like malicious. So it's a timeout for now. CIP gold. Cartographer and combative. Well, those just sound fun. I don't know what either of them is, but it seems like a fun excuse to explore some new traits. So I'm venturing down on that one. I wish I remember offhand how much the leather sword cost. 200, 225, something like that. Because I'm tempted to invest in some of these other things here. Maybe. The bottom upgrade here, Universal Basic Ingress, Socialism, just got worster. Increased gold gains from certain traits. It's very expensive. Oh, in the bottom left there, my face is covering it. There's like a little thing that says 60. And so I'm guessing that means every time I pay for something, it's going to raise every other upgrade by 60. I'm tempted to add the enchantress. But I can also go down and pay for the leather sword. I'll buy the enchantress. The pillow fort is open. Don't let her height fool you. The enchantress is smaller than she looks. Find runes for her, and she can imbue you with magical powers, granting you the ability to siphon life from your foes, redirect damage, and improve your magical repertoire. So I'll have a quick chat with her. Her little thing she's holding looks like the Sims little gem. Ooh, Ducky. Thank you so much for this extravagant tent. The ancient cough flowing through here is so immense it's making me dizzy. Just kidding. I saw the price tag. You suck. The only thing making me dizzy are the fumes from all the cleaning agents I had to use. Couldn't you get a girl anything better? Well, beggars can't be choosers. So, I've decided not to be poor anymore. Now, let's talk about magic with a capital M for megabucks. Because let me tell you, Ducky, enchantments ain't cheap. Go bring me some of them sweet runic stones, and I'll have you dancing around with a capital D for diarrhea, because of all the side effects. This game likes to go for some of the poop jokes now and again. Here, sorry, just a second. I'm just banning Jahon from the chat. They have been warned so many times, and everything that they're saying is just like attempting to be disruptive, and that's just frustrating for everyone. And like, if you get told 6 times that what you're doing is not funny, oh, you can go back. That's good to know, actually. That's not fun for anyone, and then you just keep trying to find ways around it. That's just shitty behavior. I don't need it. Don't want it. Hey, thank you very much, Sabri. Glad you enjoyed the Stickmin series. I'm going to lose a lot of gold on this one, which is a little bit of a bummer. Oh, I gotta check what the new traits are to go with this guy, actually. Cartographer, you've got maps on the mind. Map is revealed, but no position marker. That seems like it wouldn't be that hard to keep track of where I am. And you're a fighter, not a flighter. 150% weapon damage, 50% health, and magic damage. Which I don't know if this little explosion counts as magic. I'm assuming it's primarily referring to, like, the skills, you know? That would be the number one thing. Ooh, I'm not a big fan of trap rooms. It's what was it called? Space Gladiators Escaping Tartarus. I always get it wrong. It's a long title. The trap rooms in that are like not very tricky. Okay, I don't think my fireball damage is affected. Shit. Sneaking up below me, pretty much dead now. I'm running out of that room for a second. The trap rooms in that game are like barely a threat. They kind of mess me up in this game, and I kind of remember them being really difficult from the original one as well. Maybe I need to unlock this dash ability people are talking about before I feel more confident with some of those. Some of that's some pretty dumb damage to be taking. Oh, wait, what? Oh. So it does not work how I thought it did. I have to, like, continually consult the map. Oh, no. I have played Lost Potato. Well, did a very short video on it. Like 15 minutes short. It's a fun little thing to mess around in, that's for sure. Well, crap. I misunderstood the cartographer. And so now I've like pretty quickly lost myself in that map. I'm just going to try and run straight through all that. It seemed like a good idea. I was going to do the drop kick on him. Got me. Future reference. Cartographer is tricky. Good to know. Nearsighted, crippling intellect. Does that mean like it's good? You're so smart. And emotional dysregularity. I haven't done a barbarian in a while. Yeah, let's do a barb run. I don't even think I'm gonna have any money to spend. No. No, I did not make off. Mana costs and damage increased by 100%. Okay, I'm down for that. 100% damage is fine. And honestly, as a barbarian, I'm probably not going to be doing that much magic. I'm going to be too busy doing whirling blading rolls and things. It could be time for an archer again. Haven't done one in a little while. Trying to mix it up, do like a variety of classes. But I could go back to the archer after this one, probably. I like fighting the disembodied axes when I am just wielding the world's biggest axe. Well, I say it's big. Then I think about how over-the-top designs are in this game. Like the sword that the knight carries is huge. And the sword that guy's carrying, huge. So my axe is pretty shrimpy, comparatively. 100 to spell damage. Ooh, potentially. Mana cost and damage increased by 100. That might be skill specific. That may be the case. Oh, a very precise jump. No. There was like a delay in my ability to jump because I attacked. I mean, it didn't do that much damage. Just stupid damage to take. I hate taking stupid damage. That's the kind of damage people ree about in the comics. Ree with like 7 E's. You know the type of ree I mean. Hey, there's like one of those little teleporter paths leading from a different room. And that makes me very curious that there's probably a secret room about. You hear 1,000 whispers but can't make out a voice. Oh. Dude, you have to have found this first. And then... Oh, God. That room's just there to kill you. Then that other room I was in that had the purple or pink question mark labeling it. Then it would suddenly have, like, access for you. Oh, God, no. I don't know how to get out of this. Oh, I did not expect there to be, like, physics there holding all that together. Well, that kind of stunk. That was my one chance. Ooh, I'm going to jump down there and collect me some of that gold because... Oh, no. I could have maybe made it away with only getting hit once and could have collected the food, and it would have been fine. It didn't quite work how I wanted. But I might have to have found that 1,000 Whispers thing first. And now it'll open up that other, like the challenge again. Like Aesop's challenge. I'm hopeful that that's the case, because now we know better. You guys were right on that one immediately. Better know how to get to that. Defeat all enemies. Well, it's such a shame when I'm started next to it. It would be it's so tempting to just like immediately go for it. Man, maybe my damage is up because I just one-shotted that thing. Oh my God, I'm getting just hit in all angles. I think my regular damage might be raised because I don't think I've normally one-shotted those. That seems pretty extra. Is that all the enemies? There's got to be at least one thing left. Okay. That's the first fairy chest I've actually completed. They shouldn't be that tricky. They never seem like they would be. Oh, our first rune? Retaliation rune. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Deal damage to enemies that hit you. Which right now, I'm not going to have that. I think I would need to take it to the enchantress, and then she would apply it. I'm kind of trying to test what like the smallest jump I can do is. Because I'm trying to milk that here and get some cheap shots off. Ooh, no, they can definitely hit through that wall. That's like their whole thing. So they got that extra range. Going smooth. Keeping an eye out for secret walls. Would love to heal. Oh, man. I wish that it would hurt that guy to get blasted full on with fire jets. Does a lot of damage to me. Do you think he would just cook in his big bulky armor? Instead, he gets away with nothing? Unfair. The same rules should apply to the enemies. You know, like all video games. That's a common thing, right? Oh, I wasn't sure if she would jump off the edge. They seem like locked onto their particular platform. Every time there's a projectile enemy, I have to remember which ones can shoot through walls. Like the scouts shoot through walls. Apparently the fireball guys don't. Good start. Shit. Of course, the second I tell myself, like, hey, I haven't been using skills at all. Let's bust that out. I also took some bad damage. God, I don't like these roots. They kind of have this unexpectedness to them. No mana. Well, I guess I don't need to jump across there the way I was originally planning. Oh, God. Okay. No, it's not what I'm trying to do at all. Get me out of there. No. I'm scared of that. I was just trying to knock away the roots. I'm moving on. I know there's a chest in that room, but I'm better off probably trying... Oh, no. No, those were the types of lanterns I'm supposed to climb. Crap. Immediately taking away that option from myself. What does that mean now? A fairy chest. God damn it. Here I am just trying to, like, gain some free... Oh, I missed. What a waste. Oh, I hit something. But then I stupidly left the room when I shouldn't have. No, 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 no. This is not going well. Oh, I was just trying to dodge the fireballs. What was I doing, man? That was going well. It seemed like. For a little bit, at least. Oh, treasure hunter. That could be fun. I don't know what that is. Muscle weakness. Seems like it'd be pretty wimpy. Dangerous. Man, there was just a lot of mistakes that just kind of added up at the end there. I think I'm going to run out here by the sword. Seems like that would be nice to have. I could think about getting this. Costs 500. So I guess I'm not going to. It's very expensive. I'll go back and see if I have anything left to spend here. I could probably get a health upgrade, damage. Damage upgrades really do go a long way. Health. Staying alive feels important. Archers do not have a lot of health, though. Testosterone? More like testosterone none. Enemies barely move when struck. Which might not matter that much as an archer anyways. It might be like an okay pairing that I don't have to worry about too much. The worst thing about cooking dinner is staring at the pantry trying to talk myself out of baking a cake. I thought you were going to say just staring at a pantry trying to... Well, apparently I knocked myself back quite a bit. Staring at the pantry trying to just think of what to make. It's the worst. Lost a little piece of gold there. But hey, it's nice to see with what I've invested in, all of a sudden I can like one-shot certain things. The staffins, for instance. The silver chest doesn't necessarily have blueprints. It just is a more valuable chest than the wood one. It's as simple as that. But even with all the damage upgrades across the different classes, well, wish I would line it up right the first time. That even across the archer, who's not really the damage outputting machine, that it's becoming a thing. Extra damage. Huh. Oh god. Crap. No, the spikes. It's trapping me. I completely lost my train of thought because I was just getting wrecked down there. Wasn't good. Wasn't going very well. I do not know what the deal is with this room. Like why it has that question mark even. But anyways, yeah. No matter the character, leather sword, other upgrades, better damage. It's good to see. Especially for things like this that really hunt me down. As long as I can one-shot them, it's a lot less to have to think about. You're kidding me. I pulled out my bow to hit the lantern. I lost my ability to move in air. It's my doing. There's nothing unfair about the game. I was enjoying the archer. IIB muscle fibers. We'll see what the deal is with that. Now and again, you just blast yourself. Some stupid way. Oh, I can totally afford a gold upgrade again. I can afford the arsenal, which is kind of too bad, because that's really what I want right now, is that. Oh, these costs are getting away from me. As long as I can reel in like 300 in a run. That was pretty poor. At least I was able to afford something. It sucks when you die and have nothing to carry forward, nothing to show for it. It's just a wasted run. And I had a lot of those on my first attempt with this game. Like a lot. My overall run quality has been a lot stronger. Wow, okay. Crazy jumping, I guess, is this character trait. Some people can dunk. Those people are pathetic. So I can barely even do a regular jump. Oh my goodness, there's too much going on at once here. What the fuck? That was brutal. That was the worst. Oh god. And now I'm so stuck. Just start shooting things. Please. Please don't let it come down to this. That was the worst. I jinxed myself. The worst possible chaining together of everything that I've ever seen. The super jumping was kind of fun too. Didn't like the cartographer. Didn't like it. Diva sounds weird. Whatever. We'll see what the deal is. Obviously can't afford anything. The spotlight's on you. That's a little trickier even than the nearsighted one. That's pretty tough actually. That's gonna be bad. It's gonna be hard. Strong legs killed me. My legs were too beefy. Beefy boy legs. That was the #1 cause of death on that one. It was pretty extra. Oh, I don't have high hopes for this trait. My ability to overcome it, that is. But we'll persevere. There's a chance. When you clear a room, it throws roses at you. That's incredible. That's the best part about that makes this trait worthwhile entirely. It's not a hindrance anymore. Now it's something I would seek out and willingly choose. It's my favorite thing. Plus, it's actually really informative. It's helpful to know when you have cleared a room. Yeah, you know for sure that other one never skipped leg day. In fact, they probably should have now and again. Oh, I did not even know he was there. That was pure dumb luck that those went right over my head like that. Here's where things are going to be risky. Venturing forth in a big room like this without really knowing what's lying in wait. It's going okay, though. Just take it slow and steady. I was hopeful I could clip through the wall and hit the staffins on that one. Couple of one chops. That just feels amazing. Love that. That's great. Who knows? Maybe this is a boss clearing run. We've come so far, learned from past mistakes. Learned a little, maybe not as much as we could have. It does force me to probably be more cautious than I would otherwise be, and that's just obviously for the best. As everyone's seen, had reinforced over and over again. Dope, 2 chests. Look at that kind of money. Maybe the most money I've ever held. I don't know how far into all this I need to make it to find a boss. Got our whispers thing, so maybe, if my theory's right, we'll get a chance at one of the challenges. Don't know how hard that would be. Oh, what is that wall blocking, do we think? I got pretty distracted because I don't know if I'd be able to do the challenges without being able to see like this. Unclear how difficult that would be. We got a gold hand to worry about. The living blade. Jaime Lannister's disembodied hand. Whew. Okay. This is good. It's a good amount of money. There's a lot we could go in here. Megadeth did some calculating there. You deal 85 damage. When you had that damage buff, you still only dealt 74. So that 100% damage buff in that previous character, which I don't think I can look at right now at least. But the character whose little thing, it was a gem. It was like a red and blue gem. It said it did 100% extra damage, but cost 100% extra mana. So that's oh, damn it. A confirmation, seemingly, well, this room sucks, that it was referring entirely to, what the fuck? Entirely to damage from skills. That room sucked. What the hell, man? It was terrible. The drift bridge. Well, I wish I could see what was happening at all. See what kind of awesomeness lies in wait. Usually when you advance to new areas in Rogue Legacy, things are way harder, but they do way more, dish out way more gold. Yar, game development be a twisty beast. The bridge biome is set to be our second biome of the game, but it's not ready to show just yet. It explodes when we load it. Game development is weird and doesn't follow a straight path, so even though the bridge isn't ready, other biomes down the line are. At its heart, Rogue Legacy is an RPG. In order to maintain balance, we can't have players skipping between biomes willy-nilly just yet. For now, you can pass by a relatively stable bridge, take a peek at the third biome in advance, and just know that the difficulty curve will be smooth and more enemies and content will be added to both. Once again, this is just a peek into upcoming things, and we thank you for understanding. That, I think, is largely due to the fact that I'm playing like this early streamer, YouTuber look at things. But the game is also launching in early access. I didn't even mean to teleport. I might have just teleported to the same thing I was already at. Excuse me. They did say that when the game ships tomorrow, it's shipping alongside a very large content update, and so they might actually be adding the second biome, which I'm not ready for. I'm glad that they were like, hey, by the way, it's gonna be tough. Yeah, so I'm just not gonna do it right now because I'll die. I would have died in the second one. There's still a chance I die in the first. If I went to the third, not a chance. So I'll backtrack here and see what other potentially cool things there might be to find. Oh, I could have sworn I jumped clear of where that bone would have landed. That's very upsetting. Don't get hit. Well, did I just block myself from being able to do this? I can't think of how I maybe would have chained that together. Well, no, nothing to do there. So back again. Oh god, I'm so glad the backswing hit the spear maiden. I didn't even realize my backswing was so, like, as long of a reach as my regular forward swing. Wow, damn it. That sucked. I thought I could get to him first. Yeah, you do your thing, I'll do mine, big sword boy. I see you, scout. Oh god. It's kind of tight. Oh god. The way that lined up was so luckily in my favor. Oh, I'm so low health right now that even these simple enemies right now are wigging me out a little bit. It was literally the only thing in the room. Shouldn't be that big of a concern. Oh, dang it. Please don't come back while I'm trying to jump through. I'm getting a little bit sweaty. There's a certain tenseness right now. I got a ton of other stuff left to explore. This might be the room that I did not clear. I left some enemies alive in it, so I should be careful. Nice. Okay, we've basically seen this room layout before. Oh, that was so needed. Oh, that's just so lucky to find both like that. I kind of forget now and again that literally every enemy type has collision damage kind of sucks. Like, I'm not ready for it. I don't know what it is in my brain that tells me, like, yeah, don't worry about it. That's not going to be a real concern that you need to have. No, you're supposed to stay on your platform. How did you escape? Run. Run. Oh, yeah. Nope, don't want to get too close to that. How is that? How is this still going? How is this not over yet? What the hell? There's a lot of dead things in this room. And seemingly a boss, which I'm probably not ready for. Very hurt. You hear 1,000 whispers, but you can't make out a voice. I keep finding that. Is there a secret on the side there? No. Well, time to go die, maybe? The throne room doors are currently sealed. Is there something left to do before I can access that? No. I kind of was proceeding cautiously because I knew there was something in that room that was going to kill me. I know I've been there before. The Staffin's dodge was pretty good. It's one of the few things that has gone well. That was such a stupid hit to take. I'm so frustrated about it. I thought I had time. That was not worth the risk. I shouldn't have gone. Shouldn't have tried. Shit. I have no idea how to get to the boss. I don't know what that would have needed. Light sensitivity is a new trait. Nearsighted. Oh, the chronic fatigue sucks. It's like the worst one there is. Never again. Never. I could do some extra health maybe. Rune capacity is not going to matter yet. More damage, more health. And I could still do that like once more. More damage again. I was going to leave it at that. Everything is too bright. It's pretty obnoxious. Let me look at the time here. That's about how long I was planning to stream for, actually. 90 minutes was my target. So I think that's probably where I'm shutting that down. Things went much better this time around than they did before. But at the same time, I didn't really find that much. I didn't find a boss or anything. But at least that went much more smoothly than a lot of other runs. The game comes out tomorrow, early access, 7 years after the original. Very exciting to see it finally continued. This is a fun little game to just juggle around on these different buildings here. I'm enjoying this. This should be its own game. Should have just shipped it with that. No other rooms, no other features. But hopefully this was an overall more watchable experience. Better gameplay, more successful, not stuttery, glitchy stuff. There we go. Thank you, everyone. Everyone say thank you to Suppleted for moderating for us. Did a bang-up job. Thank you. Getting the polls going at one point when we tried that out, as well as just kind of like moderating the chat in general. It got a little off-kilter there. I eventually had to step in and help with it. I should have taken on that responsibility a little sooner, probably. It's much appreciated. Thank you, everyone, for swinging by. I'll see you again soon. I finished playing There Is No Game Wrong Dimension. The last 2 episodes of that will be coming in like the next couple days here. So keep an eye out for that if that's a series you're interested in. And yeah, have a good night, everyone.